trip like this maybe energize you guys in kind of international spotlight and in front of the world?
I think we're just excited to get back on the field. I think like I said, we're a little we're off right now, and we're just excited to get to today's practice. You know, we gotta dial in on early downs, and then tomorrow we'll get to money down. But right now we gotta dial it in because you know, we're tired of people running the ball on us.
There you have it. Some good stuff from Jahlani Tavai. Again, he ticked off on Monday, ticked off today. Again, we're joined again by ESPN's Mike Reiss. And Mike, the Patriots offense showed some life this past Sunday, but the Patriots defense had some horrific runs against them. And as Tavai said, they just got to go in with that ticked off attitude Sunday.
And Dan, I think in one thing, you're right about the defense. I think they weren't put in the easiest situation from the turnovers by the offense. So I want to just say that. But when you saw Nick Giovanni's package at the start of this show, you noticed they were in full pads. I think that's important to point out. You get one shot at that this week, to be in full pads. They're working on their fundamentals, their run fits, because that's really what they were struggling with. Like, Dan,
yes.
you could always, with the Patriots under Bill Belichick, you could always count on they would stop the run, right? Like, that fundamentally, like you see the full pads here, here's Tavai. They got to just get back, and they are missing Jawan Bentley. Let's be honest. They're missing Christian Barmore. They're missing Jabril Peppers. I get all that. But that doesn't mean you
can't show up
sloppy
mentally,
fundamentally.
Right? Yes.
You know what I mean?
You got to be sharp.
Getting back to that, you know.
And the fact that I think they went a half hour extra long today in practice too. So maybe again the message from Mayo is, guys, let's go. Right? It's like you got to step up big time, especially if the offense now can come and meet the defense, because that's been the problem with the defense. You know, they've probably been kind of down because they haven't had that production. But hey, maybe we can finally match it here.
That's right. And I think part of this is comes down on Gerard Mayo, comes down on the defensive coordinator, DeMarcus Covington. You know, they had the problems with the quarterback, keeping the quarterback in the pocket, Dan. And then they had the problem setting the edge in the running game. Now they've got the problem with just sort of like the straight-ahead running game. And so it's almost like they fix one problem and then another problem.
Right, it's like the faucet with the leaks and everything else, too. So against this 1-5 Jaguars team, you know, to me, they got to go out and get them early, because the Jaguars looked pretty good in their first drive or so in London last week, and they're favored. I thought Trevor Lawrence, we were like, wow, and then they just kind of like, eh. So I think if you got to pounce on them and get going.
It's a great point, Dan.
They talked fast start this week, too, today.
They had that, and they had a period where the top offense went against the top defense, which usually doesn't happen in practice. To me, the Jaguars, Dan, like their head coach is on sort of like a shaky ground here. And do the players want to play for him? Don't give them a chance to get ahead and give them life.
The first two drives of Sunday.
Bury them. And I want to bring up one point. Return kickoffs better than you did this last game. That was, the Texans gave you 6 chances to return kickoffs. They challenged you in that area. And if you were talking about start fast, return the ball more than 23 yards.
You should go in the locker room. Right before the game. Just fire it up.
They don't need to hear
I love
from
it.
me
You
now.
started fast tonight.